Hello, my name is Allie, and welcome to my channel. We are back with the prologue of Color X Malice. Let's go. Yes, it's kind of weird to say that I'm used to it, but I can assess the situation now. Once the Swords and Firearms law got repealed, I would tremble if I was drawn on. Swords and Firearms Law. The full official name of the law is the Swords and Firearms Control Law. Handguns, small arms, and blades exceeding a specific length are all restricted under this law. It has currently been repealed in Shinjuku. Despite my training at the police academy, I lost my nerve on several occasions when someone pointed a gun at me with hostility. Police academy. The academy, as cops refer to it, is where police officers are trained. Once a candidate passes the employment exam, they are trained here. Students may be sent out as backup for on-duty police officers in crisis. But every time that happened, Moshida stepped in and protected me. It's all thanks to you, Moshida. Watching you handle yourself like you just did has eased my fear of guns quite a bit.
It's something you naturally get used to once you've experienced it. Besides, when situations like this arise, I gotta stick up for my subordinate.
Moshida puffed out his chest, and then let out a carefree laugh. He relaxed like an easygoing uncle, but he's my reliable superior. All right.
That's a dead-looking hallway. I thought I turned off the voices. Hold on a moment.
Okay, I believe I fixed it. When we returned to the station, we could hear the stirrings of a commotion.
Who'd they drag in this time?
Well, crime rates in Shinjuku are at a record high.
Most of them are first-time offenders. It means civilians haven't accepted things yet. As long as there are people willing to dirty their hands, there will also be wannabe heroes.
Heroes, huh? Last month, a criminal claimed responsibility for X Day and started shooting randomly. Bystanders gunned him down, and the incident ended without any innocent victims, but there was talk of thank yous and rewards, and more people started to do the same. The criminal died of his wounds, but investigators found no connection between him and X Day. The theory is that he was a copycat criminal. Copycat criminal. Copycat criminals are criminals who copy the style of notorious crimes that have been committed by other people. The X Day incidents also have unique coins, making it easy to weed out copycat crimes. Due to this incident, however, the number of people actively carrying guns increased.
There are some who praise the citizens taking matters into their own hands, but normally our jobs would be to bring the guy in, despite all that.
Officer Moshida, we don't know who might be listening. Moshida looked around and made a sour expression. He lowered his voice.
Sorry, I know the brass said to suck it up, but this is just so half-assed.
Brass? I've never heard in that term. Maybe it's a typo, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just not that well known with English words, even though I speak English. Anyway, I know how you feel. I'm just as impatient as you are. As a police officer, I also want to help solve the X Day cases. All I can do is lend an ear to the citizens that turn to the SRCPO. That's all I can do.
Ah, Hoshino, I have some business with the local planning office. Can you go on ahead?
Yes, sir. I parted ways with Moshida, and soon I came across a familiar face. Good work today, Seiki. Yuzuru Seiki, 23 years old, local station, police box.
Oh, what should I do with your voice? Hey, Hoshino. Same to you. Are you off today?
No, not yet. I was just on my way to file a report. We attended the academy together and became friends while we were out drinking. We also got assigned to the same office, so we're drinking and venting buddies. What about you, Seiki?
Nope. I'm also stuck here writing a report. Same as you. By the way, we're still out on for drinking tomorrow, right?
Yeah. I have a lot of things I want to ask you.
What? More therapy sessions? You've had it rough since you joined SRCPO. Back at the academy, you were always so fired up. You wanted to make a difference by catching even one more criminal.
Well, but back then, I never would have imagined things would turn out this way.
Hey, I'm not saying that I don't like that passionate side of yours. I suppose all the passion went out the SRCPO service window, though.
No, it didn't. My feelings haven't changed a bit from back then.
Oh, there's the spirit again. Yep, that's how you should be.
Without thinking, I flashed a smile in response to Seiki's grin. I feel a bit more relaxed now. Seiki knows just the right thing to say when my mind is like this. He's a big reason why I can stay optimistic in this job, despite all the dilemmas I face.
Okay, I don't know who this is. I'll just do a random voice. Well, I was wondering who you were talking to, Seiki, eh?
Oh, it's Moshida. It's Moshida. I couldn't even say his name right.
Good work today, Officer Moshida. Yeah, you off now? No, I still need to follow up on some work. Have a good evening.
Seiki bowed slightly towards Moshida and gave me a look.
Good luck.
Yeah, thanks. Walk away.
You two get along pretty well. You're going drinking tomorrow, right?
Huh? Did I mention that?
Seiki did. About a week ago, I think. He came by and told me when you were going out, so I wouldn't give you overtime.
Sorry. Seiki's a little too straightforward sometimes.
Well, at times like these, you gotta stretch your wings a bit. Have fun.
I will. After I handed my report off to Moshida, I suddenly remembered something. I should stop by before I head home. Ah, this reminds me. In this game, you actually have like a shooting mini game, I guess you can say. It's real short, but you have to get it right on the mark. If not, it can change up the story. So if I think I got it off in some way, I'll probably pause it and redo it and get it right. Because if you've seen my other playthroughs or videos, you know I don't like bad endings. I'm not going to do bad endings unless I have a lot of people telling me they want to see me do a bad ending, which just one person isn't going to be enough. Anyway, let's just go. When I have even a little bit of free time, I practice at the station's shooting range. I want to improve my skills just in case they're needed. Plus, shooting helps calm my nerves and deal with anxiety. I took a firing stance and took a deep breath. My hands used to shake just holding it. Even when firing on static targets, I was reluctant to hold a weapon for killing people. I was afraid. The day that I dispelled that hesitation was during training one day at the academy. Flashback.
Oh, you're still here? Your face says something's bothering you again.
Seiki, I don't think I'm suited for this job after all. I'm just shooting a target now, but what if it were a real person? I know I'd miss in that situation.
Hoshino, what do you think that gun is for?
Huh? For catching criminals, right?
That again? Aren't you being a bit hard-headed? I believe that gun is so we can shoot to protect. Not just anyone can do it. Police officers have trained to do so.
Shooting to protect.
You can catch a hostage taker when he lowers his guard or immobilize a fleeing criminal. You can do that with accurate marksmanship. But if you don't have the conviction and skill to shoot, you might let hostages die. Criminals could escape and commit more crime. It isn't a killing weapon. You shoot to protect. Can't you try to think of it that way?
Yeah, you're right. The reason we're issued guns is because we're responsible for protecting the people.
Yeah. Besides, Hoshino, I think that because we're allowed to carry guns, we need to be ready for the worst.
Worst case scenario. You mean where we might have to kill to protect the innocent?
Yeah. You have to be prepared to take a life in order to protect the lives of others. If it were to come down to that, would you have what it takes to shoot?
After listening to his words, I understood what the weight of a weapon meant to Seiki. For him, this was not just a tool for killing. It was a means to protect people. I shouldn't hold a gun without the resolve. And a police officer must be ready to shoot. After that, I devoted myself to training. As Seiki said, conviction alone is worthless. Without marksmanship, a gun would still just be a killing weapon. To make sure that I would be able to protect, I've been training at the range daily. My skills have improved dramatically. In fact, marksmanship is my greatest skill. Of course, I doubt my performance in the field will mirror my skill in training. I never know when that time will come, but when a key moment comes, I don't want regrets. As long as Shinjuku stays this way, as long as the X-Day incidents are unsolved, I get the feeling that I'll need to be ready. All right. I aimed my pistol again and raised my head. I love how it gives you like a heads up. This is what we're doing. Okay, here we go. Oh, I did too early. Dang it. Oh, I guess not. Good. That's it. All right, here we go again. I did it too. No, one more time. Okay, yeah, I messed up. You have to get it like right on the line pretty much. Too early, I think. Did I? No, I got it. Okay. Phew. It's hard to see because I'm used to I've played this before and I played it on like my Switch. So right now it's like onto my PC. So I'm trying to make sure I'm seeing it right. Before I knew it, an hour had passed. Wow, after 3 shots, it's an hour. In the end, all of my shots had formed a tight grouping in the center. I let out a deep sigh.
Some fine shooting, as expected.
Whoa! Surprised by the sudden voice behind me, I spun around startled. Seiki, you still haven't left?
I got bogged down with work. I figured I'd step out for a breather, and I saw that you were here.
Oh, were you watching this whole time? You should have said something.
You were concentrating pretty hard, so I didn't want to interrupt. Besides, I was enjoying it.
Huh?
I like watching you shoot. It helps me relax. It's cathartic, I guess.
What the heck? Should I be happy to hear that?
Of course, it's a compliment. I respect you. I respect that you're a hard worker, and that you try to improve yourself for the future.
Where's this suddenly coming from? You won't get anything out of flattering me. He's always confident, so something felt off. Seiki let out a small chuckle at my attempt to deflect my embarrassment.
You've always been passionate. You started coming here more once the weapons ban was lifted a few months ago, right?
Yeah. As he said, it was around then. He knew, even though I hadn't spoken about it. I definitely intensified my training after the weapons ban was lifted. Because this hunk of metal, which a trained police officer needed conviction to wield, had been distributed to the untrained masses. The world had turned into a place where people would half-jokingly draw guns at other people, just as those men had done earlier today.
You can probably tell I'm just playing around. Still, I don't see any reason for a cop like me to endure a treatment like this. Anyway, find a better way to prevent your anger that doesn't involve hurting other people. That gun was given to you for self-defense. It is not to be used as an offensive weapon.
When I remembered Moshida's words, the pistol felt heavier than ever. This was not something to be taken lightly. I'm sure that many of the citizens baffled by the government policy felt similarly. Some objected to the distribution of guns, but now some people will obviously use them. And not just for self-defense. I don't know what they are thinking when they decided to make civilians carry this burden. I have the conviction to shoot. I'm a cop. That's my responsibility. I'll fulfill my duty no matter what, but people who haven't readied themselves now have the power to kill someone with a trigger pull. Yeah, I think that's weird too. The fact that we could carry guns set us apart. We trained to defend the law and had guns to uphold it. I see what you're saying. Even if the government says this is for self-defense, I think this is wrong. The people who run the country don't want to talk about what they've done here, whatever. I'm not in a position to protest it, but I can't approve of a world where people are suddenly made to wield a weapon. Words alone aren't enough. When the moment comes, my skills need to prevent civilians from ever having to use their guns.
Yeah, I won't lag behind you, although I don't think I'd be able to beat you. You've always had a gift for marksmanship.
Seiki strolled away with a bright laugh. I'm going to let you guys go here. I hope you are enjoying, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!